Today on the Topping Show, Toyota patents a stick shift for EVs and gets an $850 million loan for EV battery technology research. Meta lowering the age requirements for VR users. DraftKings makes an offer for point bets. Megan Fox forces her boys to wear dresses. Garth Brooks gives an apology. Call of Duty bans Nick Merck again. LA Dodgers are now being protested by religious folks because of the drag queen performance. Bud Light locks YouTube comments. Fox punishes a worker who put up a banner calling Joe Biden a wannabe dictator. Elon Musk and DeSantis slammed the White House for saying that their kids are in fact theirs and not yours. And Spotify to drop Meghan and Harry. All that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. God says he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, need a little assistance, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Now, other interesting cultural news, you have the Dodgers being boycotted by Christians. And they're being boycotted because of their hosting of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, which, yeah, indulgence is just like gluttony, and gluttony is a sin. I know most Americans know what sins are these days. Unfortunately, that's due to a myriad of reasons, including decrease in quality of schools, parents, education, yada, yada. Catholics need to increase their marketing capabilities to retain patrons. But nevertheless, that is a sin. And it is a group of people that they dress up in drag and they mock the religion. It's not comedy. They're not making people laugh. So there's not that usual shtick of if something's comedic. I believe there is a respectful way to have comedy about certain things. That's a debate in and of itself. But I've seen, unfortunately, my eyes did not melt. Although it felt like they're gonna melt, like in the Indiana Jones good movies, the good ones, not the ones now, where they saw the Ark of the Covenant and their eyes melted. And my eyes didn't melt, but they were close. But I've seen the videos of the Sisters of Perpetual Motion, and it clearly does mock religious people and their beliefs. They use the cross as a strip pole thingamajig to dance upon and thrust up. It's an antithesis of religion. It's mocking the religion. They're dressed in all types of things and no things at all sometimes when they're stripping. But the LA Dodgers said, when they first said they're going to host them, the religious community obviously voiced their concerns and protests peacefully. And the LA Dodgers said, hey, listen to our fans. We're not going to have a drag show. These nuns, they're not real nuns. They're the organization. But we're not going to have them at the game because, it's a ballpark. It's American, people are here to drink that $15 crappy beer in a plastic cup and that hot dog with questionable substances. I still know it's really not. No one really knows what's in a hot dog. That's the conspiracy. They say there's ingredients. There are ingredients, but the origins are unknown mostly. But nevertheless, the protest got bigger. So originally they said, nope, we're not going to have this group because of the first protest, which was by the religious community. And then after that, you had there are a lot of merging of the communities, and from what I could tell, the LGBT community with the drag community or that organization, they protested the protest, saying we want to be at your game. We need to be in front of the families and stuff, I guess. And so then the team acquiesced to them. So the most recent result was the team saying we will have this group of people mocking religion at our event. So it took place, and subsequently, now the religious organizations are protesting the event. There are different reports saying there was less people at the event actually attending versus more than usual. Most of the sources I read said that the audience level was consistent throughout the season. I'm not an aficionado of the LA Dodgers. I assume it's not dodgeball. I'm kidding. I know it's the basketball. Baseball. We'll see how many purist sporting enthusiasts are disgruntled now. But nevertheless, it'll be interesting to see long-term what's the cultural impact of, for over a decade, the only community in which you are allowed and even encouraged to make fun of and discriminate against were religious communities, which I found abhorrent partially because the United States was founded on religion. And it's actually culturally fascinating and disgusting. It's the only religion you're allowed to make fun of is Catholics and Christians. Everyone else is off limits, but if you discriminate against them, culturally the United States was fine with it and even encouraged it, which again, I find disgusting. You should respect that religion as you respect other religions as well. But it'll be interesting culturally. Will this decrease the Dodgers' overall ticket sales, or what is the end result? Thank you everyone for taking the time today. I can't thank you enough for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Each one of your comments greatly help the channel grow and develop. A couple weeks ago, I had someone reach out on the chat or on the comments saying that I should use my laptop a little bit less and have more eye contact with the camera. And thanks to them, I utilized the monitors I have behind the camera, which I usually have for my, I say 9 to 5 job. I work way more hours than that. But now that makes me keep eye contact a little bit better with the screens because I have the screens behind the camera. So that helps a little bit out. So that's a really good example of the comments helping the channel grow and develop, and your feedback being greatly appreciated. So each one of those things greatly helps out. Also, sharing the channel helps out a lot as well. But I digress. Thank you so much again. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.